क्लास 12th का जो आज का ये जो टॉपिक है वेक्टर्स है कंटिन्यूड। पिछले लेक्चर में हमने डिस्कस किया था स्केलर प्रोडक्ट ऑफ वेक्टर्स, स्केलर प्रोडक्ट ऑफ वेक्टर्स। इसी रिजल्ट पर एक एक्सरसाइज है आपको यहाँ 10.3 थोड़ा मैं इसको रिपीट करूंगा। स्केलर इफ ए एंड बी आर द टू वेक्टर्स देन देयर स्केलर प्रोडक्ट इज डिफाइंड एज a dot b is equal to magnitude of a magnitude of b cos theta, where theta is the angle between the two vectors. If a and b are the two vectors and theta is the angle between the two vectors, then the scalar product of the two vectors is defined as a dot b is equal to magnitude of a magnitude of b cos theta, where theta is the angle between two vectors. If the two vectors are perpendicular, if the two vectors are perpendicular, that is the angle between the two vectors is 90, then by definition a dot b will be equal to magnitude of a magnitude of b cos 90, which will be equal to magnitude of a magnitude of b cos 90 is equal to 0, which is equal to 0. That is, if the two vectors a and b are perpendicular, then their dot product will be equal to 0. इसका converse भी true है. If the dot product of the two vectors is equal to 0, then these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. अब हम exercise की तरफ आएंगे 10.3. Question number first. Find the angle between the two vectors a and b with magnitude root 3 and 2 respectively, having a dot b equal to square root of 6. We know a dot b is equal to magnitude of a magnitude of b cos theta. From this we can have cos theta equal to a dot b divided by magnitude of a magnitude of b. This gives the angle between the two vectors. Cos theta is equal to a dot b divided by magnitude of a magnitude of b. Now we have question number 1. Now we have exercise 10.3, question number 1. Find the angle between the two vectors a and b with magnitudes root 3 and 2. We are given two vectors a and b. Given that magnitude of a is equal to square root of 3, magnitude of b is equal to 2, and a dot b is equal to root 6. Ye given. We have to find the angle between the two vectors. We know cos theta, the angle between the two vectors is given by the relation cos theta is equal to a dot b vector, a vector dot b vector divided by magnitude of a magnitude of b, which implies cos theta is equal to a dot b is given to be equal to root 6 divided by magnitude of a is equal to square root of 3, magnitude of b is equal to 2, which implies cos theta is equal to square root of 6 divided by 2 root 3. Or we can write theta is equal to cos inverse square root of 6 divided by 2 root 3. 2 root 3, or we can write theta is equal to cos inverse square root of 6, we can write it square root of 2 into square root of 3, divide है इसका 2 square root of 3, root 3 and root 3 will cancel out, और theta is equal to cos inverse root 2 ऊपर है, divide by 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2, root 2 and root 2 will cancel out, or theta is equal to cos inverse 1 by root 2, or theta is equal to cos inverse 1 by root 2 can be written as cos 45 degree, or cos pi by 4, or theta is equal to cos inverse and cos will go, theta is equal to pi by 4. We can here we found the angle between the two vectors by this relation, cos theta is equal to a dot b divided by magnitude of a magnitude of b, and theta turns out to be pi by 4. This is question number first. Now we will solve question number 5. Question number 5 है, show that each of the given three vectors is a unit vector. The given vectors are let, एक वेक्टर है ए वेक्टर, हम इसको कहेंगे 1/7 2i प्लस 3j प्लस 6k. बी वेक्टर 1/7 3i minus 6j plus 2k vector. C vector 1/7 6i plus 2j minus 3k vector. These are the three vectors. We have to show that these three vectors are unit vectors. यानी इनका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है वो 1 है. हम एक एक करके इनका मैग्नीट्यूड निकालेंगे. First we will find the magnitude of a vector. Now magnitude of a vector. Magnitude of a vector means magnitude of 1/7 into 2i plus 3j plus 6k vector, which is equal to 1/7. 1/7 magnitude निकालना है 2i plus 3j plus 6k vector का, which is equal to 1/7. इसका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 2 स्क्वायर हुआ 4 प्लस 3 का स्क्वायर हुआ 9 प्लस 6 का स्क्वायर हुआ 36. We have already discussed with our students, with my students, that the magnitude of the vector is given by square root of I का जो कोएफिशिएंट है इसका स्क्वायर प्लस j का जो कोएफिशिएंट है इसका स्क्वायर प्लस k का कोएफिशिएंट इसका स्क्वायर, which is equal to 1/7 to square root of 49. 1/7 into square root of 49, 7 will cancel out, हो गया 1. Means magnitude of a vector is equal to 1, hence this a vector is a unit vector. Similarly, or we can find the magnitude of b vector now. Now magnitude of b vector, which is equal to magnitude of b vector है 1/7 3i minus 6j plus 2k vector, which is equal to 1/7 मैग्नीट्यूड निकालना है इसका 3i minus 6j plus 2k vector, which is equal to 1/7 into इसका स्क्वायर रूट निकालेंगे. 3 का स्क्वायर है 9 प्लस माइनस 6 का स्क्वायर है 36 प्लस 4, which is equal to 1/7 into square root of 49, which is equal to 1/7 into 7, which is equal to 1. Similarly, अगर हम C वेक्टर का निकालेंगे मैग्नीट्यूड वो भी 1 निकलेगा. Thus A वेक्टर, B वेक्टर एंड C वेक्टर और यूनिट वेक्टर्स. ये यूनिट वेक्टर्स हैं क्योंकि इनका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है वो 1 है, अब हमें देखना है दीज आर म्यूचुअली परपेंडिकुलर. हमें यही वेक्टर्स देखने हैं, दे आर परपेंडिकुलर. मैंने अभी बताया आपको, इफ द टू वेक्टर्स आर परपेंडिकुलर देन देयर डॉट प्रोडक्ट विल बी इक्वल टू 0. 0. Now we will find A dot B. Now we will find A vector dot B vector, which is equal to A vector कहाँ है? A vector है 1/7 2i plus 3j plus 6k. ये A vector है, इसका हम डॉट प्रोडक्ट निकालेंगे B vector से, which is 1/7 3i minus 6j plus 2k vector. 1/7 into 1/7 means 1/49. 2i plus 3j plus 6k vector dot 3i minus 6j plus 2k vector, which is equal to 1/49. I का प्रोडक्ट हम I के साथ निकालेंगे, बिकॉज I डॉट I इज इक्वल टू 1, वो हमने बताया आपको पहले ही. I डॉट J इज इक्वल टू 0, I डॉट K इज इक्वल टू 0. मीन्स I को हम J से यहाँ मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि I डॉट J इज इक्वल टू 0, I डॉट K इज इक्वल टू 0. सिर्फ I को हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे I के साथ, बिकॉज I डॉट I इज इक्वल टू 1. 2i into 3i, 2 3s are 6, I dot I is equal to 1. 3 into minus 6 means minus 18, j dot j is equal to 1, वो हम नहीं लेंगे, plus 6 2s are 12, k dot k is equal to 1. बाकी I dot j is equal to 0, I dot k वो हम नहीं यहाँ लिखेंगे, वो 0 के बराबर है, which is equal to 1/49 into 12 plus 6 हुआ 18, 18 minus 18 is equal to 0, which is equal to 0. Thus, the dot product of A and B turns out to be equal to 0. Hence, this A vector is perpendicular to B vector. Similarly, we can find the dot product of B vector and C vector, which will be equal to 0. Hence, A vector, B vector and C vector are mutually perpendicular vectors because their dot product is 0. This is sufficient for today. In the next lecture, we will try to solve more questions on this dot product. Thank you.